Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to ParaMystic Podcast. I'm your host, Kristina Bloom, and we do have a special show today. You have all been just so amazing and kind. Excuse me, I don't know where my voice went there. With supporting me in my current health. I'm going to call it a journey, even though I don't like that, but I can't think of a better word. So here I am. My voice is a little wonky. Good morning, Lee. So a couple of rules, guidelines, yes, for today's readings is one question per person, as long as there are more questions in the queue. None of this is meant to be like a 1 hour reading for one person. So please be kind and share the time as well as you can. And let's see. Good morning, Lisa. I am not seeing any of the questions ahead of time because I have set it up where I can't see the chat today so that I'm not distracted while answering your questions. I'm sorry. I'm distracted because my grandson's in the other room by himself. So anyway, take a breath. I haven't grounded. I haven't centered. I will be doing that, but I'm going to do a meditation and I'm going to do it with you guys so that I'm not just sitting here with my eyes closed. And Gwen will be, my producer, Gwen Johns, will be fielding the questions. So try to be kind and patient. This is actually broadcasting out to several different locations, and she has to try to keep track of all of them. So again, I appreciate your kindness and your patience in sharing your questions and waiting for answers. Aside from that, I am doing well. I will find out next week with my next test how well I am doing, but I'm feeling pretty good. Still having to rest a lot, but feeling pretty good. And I'm just so grateful to all of you for your kindness, your generosity, your love, your prayers, your intentions, the Reiki, all of it. Thank you so much. Let's get started with the guided meditation and we'll go from there. So if you are in a safe place and not driving, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath into your belly and gently release. Let's do that again. And when we release, let your shoulders fall. Take a deep breath into your belly. Relaxing your shoulders and your neck. Just take a few more deep belly breaths and gently release. Nothing strenuous. Don't breathe deeper than it's comfortable. Now visualize roots growing from the bottoms of your feet, down through the floor, down through the building into the ground, feeling your roots or seeing them growing down through the earth, through the layers of sand, soil, rock, all the way down to the center of the planet, where we will enter into the crystal cavern. All of the crystals in this cavern have words etched on them. Allow your roots to grow and expand to wrap around the crystals with the following words: balance, peace, truth, wisdom, clarity, focus, guidance, health, happiness, prosperity, joy, compassion, passion, appreciation, and gratitude. Leaving your roots wrapped around the crystals, draw the energy from the crystals up your roots. See or feel the energy as it moves up your roots through the layers of earth, up through the building, the floor, and entering into the soles of your feet. Feel that energy as it moves up your legs, up into the root chakra, moving up to the sacral chakra, continuing to move up to the solar plexus chakra, up into the heart chakra, up into the throat chakra, up into the third eye chakra, and finally the crown chakra, sending that energy out to the universe, connecting with the sun. Envision that energy going all the way out and connecting with the sun. And when you feel connected to the sun, take another deep breath. Gently release. And you can open your eyes. From this point today, we will be perfectly balanced between the heavens and the earth. And now that we're all grounded, how about some questions? Does anyone have any questions that they've put into the chat that I can answer for you today? And while we're waiting for some questions, I'm just going to explain how this works for me. When your question pops up, I will connect into the energy of the question, and I will also connect into your energy. And I will ask the universe or your spirit guides to answer the question for you. If you're trying to reach a loved one on the other side, I will ask them to join us and answer your questions, get you connected, and we will go from there. Until then, how's everyone doing today? I know this has been crazy with all of the smoke. I would like to ask you all to put out your intentions of healing and safety for everyone who's caught up in all of the fires, whether they're in the United States or Canada or anywhere else in the world. Send some love to these people because they definitely need it. They are losing everything, some of them including their lives, their pets, all of the wild animals. Let's just keep that in our prayers. I know we've been struggling with smoke here in the northern and even into the southern United States in some cases. So let's just keep them in our thoughts and in our prayers to help them with whatever. And I know that there are some places where you can donate everything from clothing to money to housewares to whatever to help people get back on their feet when they've lost everything. So please keep that in mind as well if you are able to donate somewhere. I do not have the links right here with me, but I do know that there are some links out there. So if you could just watch your social media for links. I know that oh boy, I know I'm going to say this wrong too. Anishinaabeg people in Canada have links out on social media asking for donations of clothing, of money, of water, even probably. So a lot of things going out there. All right. So you can go to Gwen John's Facebook page if you're not seeing your question. I know that we are linked into several different pages. So let's see, Gwen, I don't know if you can post which pages. I know that you're connected into my Kristina L. Bloom page, the ParaMystic Podcast page on YouTube. I know that you're connected into Gwen's page. Hi, Gwen.
Hey, I wanted to explain. Sometimes StreamYard, and we do have one question, and Lisa, I'm about to pop that up. I know you have a question, Lisa. Go on and pop it in there too. I know you do. But yeah, sometimes on some of the different things on StreamYard, you can type a question or a comment and you don't see it. And that is strictly nothing to do with us. Sometimes you have to just, but I know mine, you always can see for some reason. So if you don't see your comment, if you don't see your question, just go into mine. And Lisa Lee's there too. Lisa has a question. I just wanted to pop that in there so everybody could know that it's not we're ignoring you ever. So, but yes, I have
Okay,
all
thank
your
you.
stuff on there. I have all access. I have Eternal X Wolfpack. I have Litriana, and I have mine also. And yeah, if you don't see your comment or question, please just go to my Facebook and I'll pop it up there, because that one for some reason always works. But here you go. If you're ready, here's
Awesome.
Lisa.
I am ready. Thank you.
All right, and then I'm gonna pop in the back if you need me. You know where I'm at.
Okay, thanks. Let's see. Lisa asked, "Do you see me moving yet this year? Any idea of time frame and location?" Okay, Lisa, I'm just going to connect into the question and into your energy. And now I'm going to ask your guides the same question. I do see that you need to be preparing to move. There's no time frame on it yet. There are a lot of things in play. There are a lot of moving pieces. That's the word I'm looking for. There are a lot of moving pieces in place. I do see you needing to get ready to move, but I don't see a time frame on it. You will be moving and you will be safe, and so will your son. That's what I'm getting. So thank you. My phone just buzzed. Why did my phone buzz? Let's check. Okay, I'm going to turn off my notifications. And if there's any more questions, but until then, I'm just going to tune into the general universe. You're welcome, Lisa. I'm going to tune into the general universe and see if we can get any answers there from anyone who might be coming through to help us all with what we're going through. Like, why are there so many fires? Why are there so many natural disasters? So as I'm reaching out and I'm asking beings of light to come through, to enlighten us, to share information with us, what I'm seeing is that the Earth's energy is rising. And as the energy is rising, everyone knows here, I hope, that energy moves. Energy always involves movement. So we're looking at the energy moving. We're looking at a lot of things going on. I believe it was last week, even in Wisconsin, there were some minor earthquakes, like some tremors up to 3.1, I believe, in the southern part of Wisconsin. So the energy is definitely shifting and moving. We are not typically prone to earthquakes, although there is some fault line. There is at least one fault line underneath going through Illinois that can sometimes shake Wisconsin. But that's part of the reason that we're having so much of the weather stuff, so many floods, so many fires, so many things going on, and even active volcanoes gearing up again. So there's a lot going on with the Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of Mother Earth, and all of that is happening too. So thank you for bringing that information through, and let's see what other information that the spirits that be have for us today. What do we all need to know right now? Hold on, it's getting better. It doesn't feel like it's getting better, particularly for those who are struggling with anything from illness to finances to relationships. But I'm feeling that it is getting better. I'm getting the information, I believe, from ETs who are saying, we're in this shifting. We all knew the shifting was coming. We are in the process of the shifting. I know it looks bleak in some respects, but we are making progress and things are changing in a very positive way. I feel like there's something in my throat that really, really wants to come out. And I'm working on getting that out for you all. There's, the political scenes all over the world are crazy right now. There's a lot of upheaval, and we need the upheaval to create something new. We need to be able to break down what's happening. We need to be able to break down the old systems, which we have been doing. This has been happening. There have been shifts in the financial systems. The big banks look like they're taking over, and in some cases they are, and in some cases that's a good thing, and in other cases it isn't a good thing for most people. For those of us who are not in the 7-figure range and higher. So, okay, what they're telling me now is that we are in a place in our collective growth where, as we are growing, we are understanding more. We are understanding how things are changing. We are understanding how we work, how we understand or comprehend the world around us, but we are also reaching beyond that and how we comprehend the universe at large. Every day there are new discoveries, both on Earth and in the universe. There's a lot going on with the sun. The sun is throwing off a lot of radiation, a lot of open coronals coming to Earth, shaking things up. And what this means is that we are being asked to get really, really honest with ourselves, to get really honest with how we are living our lives, to be really honest with our belief systems. There's a lot of divides going on, especially if you're following any kind of social media. It seems that one group is going after another all of the time. That is also bringing things to light, bringing issues, bringing topics to light that need to be discussed and brought to peace. We are in the process of doing the work now. So if you are on planet Earth at this time, this is what you came here for, to do the work, to get us all together, moving in a solid direction. Does that mean we're all going to agree on everything? Absolutely not. However, it does mean that we are all going to be able to keep moving forward together, and that we have already shifted into a higher vibration, and that's causing a lot of discord on the planet as well, because some people aren't ready to change yet. Some people aren't ready to grow yet, and that is causing some discord. What we can do is pay attention to how we are behaving and not focus so much on other people. I'm seeing people coming together in unity. I am seeing agreements and tolerance where we didn't have it before. This is where we are shifting into the 5th dimension. There's 3, 4, 5, and we are shifting into 5 and beyond. There are dimensions beyond. Humanity as a whole is not ready to meet beyond dimension 5, although there are some rare individuals who are reaching beyond level 5. Most people don't, at least most people who are awake, don't really think about it as far as what level am I at. We are focused on, how am I behaving as a human? How am I conducting my life? Am I making life easier or harder for myself and other people? We are focusing on our health, our physical health, because when we have our physical health, we can more easily attain spiritual health and growth. While I'm talking, if you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in the comments on my Facebook page, Kristina L. Bloom, on Gwen John's Facebook page, on the All Access Network Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, on the All Access YouTube channel. It should be live there too. So if you're having trouble getting your questions through, please understand that this is an issue with the system that we use called StreamYard, that sometimes we have trouble with comments coming through. So Gwen, if you have anything coming up, please just feel free to pop it up and interrupt what I'm saying. It's fine. Let's see what else the powers that be have. Okay, I just heard pause the questions. I'm not seeing any questions, but it heard pause the questions because we're going to come through with a channeling. If you'll give me just a moment, I'm going to get into a space. There is someone coming through who would like to speak with all of you in this channeling. So please bear with me. I wasn't expecting this, although I did have a little bit of an inkling, but I didn't think that they would be coming through this strong. So just one moment, please. I'm just asking who would like to come through. Just gaining some clarity. Hello, beings of Earth. I am Uruk of the Pleiadian High Council, and I am here to share with you some information that you may or may not already know. Many of us are channeling through to Earth very frequently. There are many channels who are receiving messages. Kristina and I have been working together for a number of years now. What we would like you to know is that the devastation that you see is part of the plan. Not that we want you to be devastated. That's not what we mean. But we know that there is difficulty in this plan, on this planet. We know that there is light and love on this planet. And the light and the love, if you can picture this, is like an earthquake, shaking things up, shaking up individuals, shaking up systems such as healthcare, education, monetary, political. The love and light that is being brought into these systems is shaking loose the old guard, the guard that wanted to keep secrets, the guard that wanted to hold everyone in a place of servitude. We see what is happening, and we are many steps ahead of you and can only share so far into those steps. We cannot bring you all the way just yet, as it would be too much of a leap for all of humanity. We want you to know that we are guarding your planet. We are preventing nuclear war. Although there are wars happening, we are preventing nuclear war that would annihilate your planet. And it's not just the Pleiadians. It is not us only. It is the Galactic Federation of Light. It is the Arcturians, the Akkadians, and many others. We are all working together in conjunction to help you save your planet. Many of you are wondering, what can I do to help this process? And as was coming through earlier when Kristina was receiving messages and giving them to you, first and foremost, get right with yourself, get true with yourself. Do not agree to things that insult your soul, things like violence, assault, hatred. These are not in alignment with souls. There are many things on your planet that make you angry, and we understand the justified anger. Many of our own societies have been through this anger, and we have come through it with a tolerance and an acceptance that not everyone has to be the same, but that you don't have to feel negatively about those who are not like you. Love is in existence. Love is existence itself. When you send love from your heart, you increase the love in your body, in your soul, in your aura. What you can do actively is throughout the day, just take a moment to pause, focus on your heart, and feel sending love out into the world. It doesn't have to go to anyone in particular, just out into the world. Sending love increases how many people feel love. Your animals already know how to feel love, but the animals are also reaching a point that many of them are very much fighting back. Bison charging at visitors in a park because they've had too many visitors violating them and their space. There are many, many animals who are gaining more consciousness, different species caring for one another, taking in the offspring of other species. Species sometimes where they would be predator and prey. So you can take a cue from the animal kingdom as well. You can show love to those who are different than you. Simply and most basically by not saying anything negative. The old adage is true. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything. We understand that you are in a period of extreme growth. And sometimes this is confusing for you. Sometimes this is upsetting for you because you have to change some things about you personally rather than focusing on others. We congratulate you for taking up this task. This is how you change your world. You start within. You become kinder and more tolerant to the people around you. And in turn, they become more tolerant and kind to the people around them. We're all going to have bad days, as they say. Sometimes we do too. But our bad days don't have to end up in hurting someone or ourselves, and they don't have to do that for you either. We are blessing you every day, and we ask you to bless each other and yourselves. Focus within, share love without. We thank you for receiving this message today. Do something good for yourself and do something kind for someone else. Thank you. Okay, that was a channeling from Urok of the Pleiadian High Council. Sorry, I'm having trouble focusing my eyes. Sometimes that happens. Do we have any questions yet for people for readings? Jeremy. All right. Jeremy says, I want to know if I am going in the right direction with my podcasting path. Sorry, I told you I'm having trouble focusing my eyes. Thank you. Let me just tune into you, Jeremy. I'm hearing yes, and I'm hearing this from your spirit guides. I'm hearing that, yes, you are taking this in the right direction. You are reaching more people with your messages. In between all of the messages and the entertainment, there is light and love coming through, and you are a carrier of the light. You are someone who just is very positive and beams with the light. You are an example of someone who has done a great amount of inner work and has come through it with peace in your heart, with love, and with kindness. And all of those things come through on your podcast, regardless of who your guest is or what the topic is for that day. I just realized I'm rocking. I'm sorry. I don't want to make anyone dizzy. I just realized I'm rocking. So, yes, those messages are coming through. And yes, you are going in the right direction with your podcast. Thank you. I'm just going to get a little drink here. Oh, thanks, Jules. Thank you, Lisa. All right. Does anyone else have any questions that we could answer today? I'm very grateful that Urok came through for the channeling to share the message. Remember, we are all responsible. Jules wants to know, or Jewel, I hope I'm saying that right. I want to know if there's anything else I need to know about my past life to help me in this life. New London. Okay. Let me just tune into your energy, Jules. Or Julie. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. I'm sorry. Yes, what I'm getting from your spirit guides or your past lives relating to this life is that you have had a number of people in your life this time who seem familiar, some in a very positive way, some in a not so positive way. It seems sometimes like you cycle through people very quickly, and that is because you are ending karma from last lifetimes, from past lifetimes. The same souls are coming through, and you are, wow, I don't know where this is coming from. Like all of a sudden, I'm having almost like I want to belch, but it's not really burping. It's just some energy moving through my body from my solar plexus. So this is a lifetime where you clean up a lot of karma. You find peace and closure with many relationships in your life. And this is all kinds of relationships, from coworkers to lovers to family to friends, where you're cleaning up all of this stuff from past lives. And it's helpful for you to know that that's what's happening. And that's why a lot of people cycle through and sometimes cycle back around, because there are deeper levels of healing to do. Understand that you are an alchemist, and you're an energetic and spiritual alchemist. So as you are going through these relationships and the healing, you are also transforming your own energy as to not recreate or create new karma that you will need to clean up in another life. And that is the message. Thank you. All right. You're welcome, Jeremy. Julie Wickman, awesome. Now that message really makes sense. All right, David. Hello, what do you see in my upcoming career and love life? Okay, David, let me just connect into your energy and check with your spirit guides. I see that something that you have been working on in your career, and I don't know what your career is, but it feels public. It feels like it's very clear as far as people being able to see you. And I feel like you have reached a tipping point in your career where things are shifting into a relatively new, but not completely new direction. So I'm seeing that things that you've been working on for a while are coming to fruition. They're coming to a place where you're feeling like you have more control, I guess is the word I'm going to use, more control coming up in your career, being able to be more in the decision making. I feel like there is more financial resources available to you to follow through on some of your visions and some of your projects that you've been working on. All right, moving on to your love life. Let's see what they have to say about that. This has been an area of extreme growth for you recently, and by recently, probably the past 2 to 5 years, where there has been a lot of growth for you moving forward with different relationships and with yourself, becoming the person that you would like to be in a relationship, becoming the person that you would want to be with in a relationship as well. I see that there is love in your life and that there has been a lot of drama and trauma around it in the past. But what I see upcoming is more peace. I see less drama, and I see more clarity with what you want and what you are willing to share in your love life. I thank you. All right. I am rocking a lot today. I don't know what the heck is going on with that, but I feel like when I'm channeling, there's so much energy that just moves me. Hey, Sal, how you doing? You're welcome, David. Do we have any other questions? I know Gwen has got her hands full shifting between all these channels, looking for questions and looking for guidance. So as we're going through that, I'm going to stop saying because I'm driving myself crazy with that. All right, Lee. Lee says, having a difficult time with improving a part of my life and health at the moment. Is there something more I should do to make my journey more successful? Okay, let's see what your guides have to say, Lee. All right, so I'm asking your guides to step forward. Gwen, can you put that question back up again, please? Okay, improving a part of my life and health at the moment. Okay. All right, so what I'm getting around your health is that there is something going on in your life that you are having trouble letting go of, something that's very deep and you may not be consciously aware of it, but it is affecting your health. They're saying to focus on you more. You are a helper. You are someone who reaches out for other people a lot. You're a great connector of people, helping people find the people that they need. So what they're saying is turn that love and attention to yourself for the time being and focus on what makes you happy, what brings joy to you, what brings you peace, focusing on that part of your life, focusing on just loving your body. I'm not a very good singer, and this has been going around the internet, but I'm going to do a little bit of it anyway. But there's a little ditty going around that's every single cell inside my body, every single cell is happy and well. So that is something that your guides are saying you should be focusing on how happy your body is, how happy every cell of your body is. And improving that part of your health will also improve that part of your life. I feel like there is some struggle going on with a part of you're changing and shifting and growing, and some of the people who are in your life are not changing and shifting and growing, and at least not going in the same direction you are. And that's bringing some difficulty to you on several levels. So what they're suggesting is pay attention to how you feel when you have contact with someone, whether you are with them personally, whether you're in person, whether you're with them online, or whether you're having phone conversations with you. Pay attention to every conversation, every interaction, and ask yourself, how does this feel right now? How does this feel right now to me? And then be honest with your answer when it comes to you. Pay attention to how your gut feels. Pay attention to how your heart feels. Pay attention to whether or not you're tired when you're interacting with someone or with a group of people. Pay attention to how you are being treated, how you feel you're being treated. And also, are people taking advantage of your kindness? So there are things to pay attention to with that to improve the part of your life and your health. So there you go. That's more that you can do to make your journey more successful. Thank you. All right. Great to see you too, Sal. Thank you. I know I love that song too. I sing that song in my head all day long. And I apologize for my bad singing. You're welcome, Lee. All right. If anyone else has a question, I would be happy to jump in and answer that for you. In the meantime, you know what? I don't even know what I have coming up. I'm just going day by day. I have a few fabulous days with family coming up, and I'm super excited about that. Um, so we have a lot of fun stuff going on in the question. Oh, Gwen has a question. Awesome, Gwen. I'd love to hear your question. What do we got here? All right. Well, while she's typing her question, um, what have you all got going on this summer? I know it has really felt like a weird summer. I know that with the smoke and the fires, and then the temperatures going way up and way down, and craziness back and forth. But I do know that, we still have some time left in the summer. So do you all have some plans? Some fun stuff going on? I know that I have some family stuff, like I said, coming up. Uh, I am also paying attention to my health. I'm not traveling as much. I know you guys still see every time that I go somewhere, though, I post a boatload of pictures because I want you to know that I'm all still out here and alive and well and moving, but still dealing with the leukemia and still moving forward with treatments. So Gwen says, we know each other very well. You are my sister in Wisconsin. What do you see for me coming up soon? And it can be any part of my life or career or any of that. I know it's sort of vague. So basically, Gwen, I'm asking the universe what they want you to know right now. So let me just tune into you real quick. Be careful of the words you tell yourself. That's the first thing that came through. If you tell yourself you're a slow healer, you're going to heal more slowly. If you tell yourself that you're frustrated and you're running in 20 directions, you're going to keep being frustrated and running in 20 directions. Pay attention to the words you're telling yourself. That is what they're saying. Sing that little ditty. Your cells can be very happy and heal very well. You just have to allow them to. And I'm aware of your past health and current health issues, but just remember that your body will believe what you tell it. So be sure to tell it something positive. I see your career expanding. I'm also seeing that you may need to be getting some help with that, possibly getting like an assistant or someone who can help you stay organized. You have a lot on your plate. And remember, I don't know if you remember this, there used to be this circus act where they had a bunch of plates on poles and they were spinning all these plates and keeping them going. And that is kind of your life, and has been actually for as long as I've known you. So maybe getting some help from someone as far as organizing and that sort of thing, because you're becoming overwhelmed and it's really making things very difficult for you. So the more that you can find someone who can help you with your producer job, the easier life is going to be for you. And it has to be someone who you can work with and who's going to keep you on track, like me. And I know we know each other very well. Like me, you tend to get off track. You tend to go in different directions, and you tend to go off on different tangents. So they are suggesting that you find someone who is grounded and who can help keep you on track while you're managing all of this stuff. Let's see what else they have to say. In any part of your life, let's see. Your guides want you to know that you are doing better than you think you are. Again, much like with Lee, focus some of that attention that you give to other people to yourself, and focus it lovingly, not getting down on yourself because you're not doing it well enough, but saying, I love myself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, you're doing great. You got this. And then take a breath, and don't beat yourself up for taking a breath, because I know that you tend to do that. I'm trying not to put in too much of what I know about you, but I'm just telling you, your guides are saying, you know all this stuff, but sometimes you let life just take you away. And it's time to start focusing that energy back to yourself. and saying, okay, guys, these are my office hours, if you are even able to do office hours. But schedule in time off for you, not necessarily to go anywhere, although that can definitely be a help for you. I know you feel good when you're traveling like I do, but schedule time off for yourself and make sure that people know that these are times I am not available, and stick to it. Discipline yourself to stick to it. And that's what your guides are saying today. All right. Thank you, Gwen. Oh, boy, this hour is flying by. We only have 13 minutes left. Is there anyone else who wants to pop in with a question while we're here for the next 13 minutes? I know I'm giving out all of this advice from people's spirit guides and the universe and saying to myself, yeah, focus that inward. And I am. I'm doing pretty well with taking care of myself and putting down boundaries. So I just want you all to know that I am so grateful. Oh, thank you, David. Thank you. I appreciate that. I typically have guests, and I just really wanted to take today to thank you all so much and to give back a little bit, which you've all been giving me, all the love that you've been giving me, and all the, again, the prayers and the Reiki and the good thoughts. And I so much appreciate that. You have no idea how much I appreciate it, because I have made the mistake. Well, maybe not the mistake. I'm not going to put it that way. I have for many years given of my time, my energy, myself, and I don't regret any of that. And I still do. I still give out all kinds of love and sharing. It's who I am. It's what I came to this planet to do. But I did overdo it, and kind of had to sit down for a while and regroup. So I am grateful to that. Let me just share some of the things that I've been doing while I've been taking care of myself. I've taken up some art projects. So I have, oh, thanks, Julie. I have been working with oil pastels and learning how to use those, how to express myself with those. And I was just looking, I don't see any of my books right here, but I've been working a lot on just going into myself and asking myself, what do I feel like drawing? Or just letting spirit move through me and draw. And I've been really happy with most of the results. And I say most because some of them didn't turn out so well, but it doesn't matter, because that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it opens up a part of me that heals parts of me I didn't know needed healing. And I encourage all of you to do the same thing. Find something that opens up a part of you that helps you to grow and heal yourself. For many years, words have been my healing mechanism with writing. And I'm finding a different expression with art. And I also do incorporate writing into that sometimes as well. But it has been so healing to my soul. And I ran and ran and ran for so many years that taking this time down and just taking a few clients a week. And by the way, I am open to clients, not this week. This week is booked, but next week, if anyone wants a private reading, I'm certainly happy to do that. You can just go to my website, KristinaBloom.com, and scroll down on the main page to request your time. And I am happy to do a private reading for you, either over the phone or over the internet. So there's that. That's what I've been doing. I've been spending a lot of time with my grandson, who is just absolutely the light of my life, and spending time with some friends, and of course, spending some time with my husband as well, and just really taking that time to let my body heal completely, which is a more extensive process than I thought it was going to be. So I appreciate, again, the love and the kindness, and bringing all of this to you as a thank you. I don't often do online readings. Jay has a question. Yes, Jay, what you got? Let's see what Jay has. But I'm very grateful for the opportunity to give back, because so many of you have been giving to me, and I so much appreciate it. So we're just waiting to see what Jay's question is. before we move forward. I've been noticing my voice is pretty raspy, and I think it's probably from all the environmental stuff we've had going on, but I'm just going to take a quick drink here. Mm. Oh, do you like my mug? My crystal ball says you're full of shit. One of my students gave me that mug, and I just absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite. So I hope that you all are taking good care of yourself. I hope that you're all taking some downtime, taking some time to adventure, because adventuring is so important. Travel is important. Even if you don't go very far, it's good to get out of your own environment and take a deep breath and express yourself in many different ways. Checking out maybe new restaurants, new campgrounds. Again, you don't even have to go very far, but just getting out there and enjoying your life. Pretty much the same questions as Gwen. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to try that again. Pretty much the same question as Gwen's, being my good friend from Wisconsin. Okay. So let me just tune into your spirit guides, Jay, and see what they have to say. Moving myself out of the way. I invite Jay's spirit guides to come and answer this question for him. What can you tell him in any part of his life to help him progress? They want to remind you that you don't have to be so serious. They want to remind you that you've been doing a better job with not being so serious. And when it comes to your work, bring more joy to it. I know that you've got some projects. I know we've talked about this. You've got some projects in the works, and bring joy to that rather than looking at it like work. Look at it like, I'm playing with this. This is fun. Allow that inner child to come out. Allow that inner child creativity to come out, and understand that when you do that, you're not going to use every single idea that comes up, but it does open the flow to maybe getting things the way you want them more. I know some of the projects that you're working on are very creative, and creativity flows with joy better than it flows with seriousness. So bring joy to every part of your life. Focusing on your health, also bring joy to your health, bring joy to movement, bring joy to loving yourself. Again, look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself how awesome you are. And it's going to feel silly if you're not used to doing that, but it is very, very important that you do. It's important that you look into your own self and say, I'm good. I'm a good person. I've got lots of fun stuff going on. I know you've already done a ton of work on yourself, and you already know the seriousness involved in that. Now it's time to infuse joy into that work that you are bringing to yourself. Excuse me. Yeah, my voice is going crazy again. Make time for laughter. Make good memories with laughter. You are an awesome person. I know so many people who admire you, who just think that you are amazing, and they're all right. You are amazing and admirable. And as far as your health goes, you can circumvent some health issues by lightening up your energy. That's what I keep hearing, lighten up your energy. You can bring more joy to your world, more joy to your inner self. And I know that you're in a pretty good place, but they're saying you need more joy in your life. So that is the answer that they're giving me. Thank you. Guys, this has been fun. I haven't done this in a long time, but I'm grateful to have the opportunity. And again, good morning, Courtney. Courtney, you have about 4 minutes. Yeah. Do you want to ask a question? I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity to connect with all of you on this level. And this is not something I do very often, but if you would like a private reading, again, my website is kristinabloom.com, and you scroll down on the main page, fill out the form, and request your time. So then I will get back to you. I'll get an email and I will get back to you and let you know if that time works for me. And if it doesn't, I will suggest other times that do. So, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Courtney just has all kinds. Okay, folks, we only have about 3 minutes left. So if you have a question, get it in there. Oh, you're very welcome, Jay. I look forward to running into you at other events too. Right. I know that I have some events coming up. I'm doing the Great Lakes Paranormal Conference. Okay, no questions from Courtney. Courtney's really tuned in herself, so that's awesome. I've been loving the pictures too. Hey, if you guys are out doing stuff, please share pictures on social media. Thank you. This was fun. Thank you, Lisa. What was I saying? Oh, I'll get an email and I will email you back with either a yes or let's find another time. I don't have a regular schedule, and my schedule with my grandson changes a lot, so it's hard to put up regular office hours. So I appreciate your flexibility. And yeah, there we go. I appreciate your flexibility. You guys, this has been amazing. You've been amazing. I can't wait to bring back next week. Oh, next week I have a great guest. Her name is Jessica Wade, another Wisconsinite and another psychic medium. So we will be having a discussion on the spiritual path. That's our topic for next week with Jessica Wade. And I want to thank you all so much for coming today, for showing up for me, and for all of your amazing questions. Peace be with you. Love, light, and joy. Have a great week.